Judas. We begin with perhaps the most famous betrayal in history, Judas Iscariot's betrayal of Jesus. Judas, one of Jesus' 12 disciples, sold out his teacher for 30 pieces of silver. But this act wasn't just about the money. It was a calculated betrayal that symbolized the ultimate break in trust. Judas kissed Jesus to identify him to the authorities, a gesture of affection turned into an act of treachery. This betrayal not only led to Jesus' crucifixion, but became a symbol of betrayal across cultures and history. What's less discussed is how Judas' actions reflect human vulnerability, the capacity to betray even those closest to us for personal gain. Scar. In Disney's The Lion King, Scar's betrayal of his brother Mufasa is one of the most heart-wrenching moments in animated history. Scar, consumed by jealousy and a thirst for power, orchestrates a wildebeest stampede to eliminate Mufasa and Simba. When Mufasa clings to the edge of a cliff, begging for help, Scar delivers the chilling line, "Long live the king," before letting him fall to his death. Scar's betrayal isn't just an act of murder. It's a calculated move to seize power. What makes this betrayal even more devastating is its impact on Simba, who grows up believing he's responsible for his father's death, shaping the entire arc of the story. Littlefinger. In Game of Thrones, betrayal is almost a currency, but none stung quite like Littlefinger's betrayal of Ned Stark. Ned, the honorable warden of the North, trusted Littlefinger to help him uncover the truth about King Robert's children. But Littlefinger, ever the schemer, sided with the Lannisters, leading to Ned's imprisonment and eventual execution. Littlefinger's infamous line, "I did warn you not to trust me," encapsulates his character, a man driven by ambition, willing to betray anyone to climb the ladder of power. Griffith. Few betrayals in fiction are as devastating as Griffith's in Berserk. Griffith, the charismatic leader of the Band of the Hawk, sacrifices his comrades in the eclipse ceremony to ascend to godhood as Femto. What makes this betrayal so harrowing is the depth of trust and camaraderie Griffith shared with his followers. They believed in his dream, only to become pawns in his quest for power. The scene is graphic, gut-wrenching, and unforgettable, cementing Griffith as one of the most tragic and despised figures in anime and manga history. His betrayal raises questions about ambition. How far is too far? Cypher. In The Matrix, Cypher's betrayal of Morpheus and the crew of the Nebuchadnezzar is a chilling reminder of human weakness. Disillusioned with the harsh realities of the real world, Cypher makes a deal with Agent Smith to betray his team in exchange for a return to the Matrix and a life of blissful ignorance. His actions nearly lead to the deaths of Neo, Morpheus, and Trinity, and his desire to forget the truth highlights a dark aspect of human nature, the temptation to choose comfort over freedom. Cypher's betrayal is both personal and philosophical, adding depth to the story's exploration of reality and choice. Edumand. In The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Edmund Pevensy's betrayal of his siblings is a pivotal moment in C.S. Lewis' classic tale. Lured by the White Witch's promises of power and endless Turkish delight, Edmund reveals his siblings' whereabouts, endangering their lives and the fate of Narnia. Edmund's betrayal is particularly striking because it stems from a mix of jealousy, insecurity, and temptation, traits that make him deeply human. However, his eventual redemption adds a layer of complexity to his character, showing that even the gravest betrayals can be forgiven. Wormtail. Peter Pettigrew, better known as Wormtail, commits one of the most devastating betrayals in J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series. As a member of the Order of the Phoenix and a close friend of James and Lily Potter, Wormtail was entrusted with their secret location under the Fidelius charm. But Wormtail's cowardice and allegiance to Voldemort led him to betray the Potters, resulting in their deaths and setting the stage for Harry's life as the boy who lived. Wormtail's betrayal is a reminder that treachery often comes from those we least expect, and his actions haunt the series until his ultimate demise. Boromir. In J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, Boromir's attempt to take the One Ring from Frodo is a subtle, yet significant betrayal. Driven by desperation to save his people, Boromir succumbs to the ring's corrupting influence, attacking Frodo and trying to seize the artifact, while Boromir redeems himself by sacrificing his life to protect Merry and Pippin. His moment of weakness underscores the ring's power to exploit even the noblest of hearts. Boromir's betrayal is tragic because it stems from a place of love and duty, making it all the more poignant. Landa. Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Bastard features one of the most cunning betrayals in cinema. Hans Landa, the ruthless Jew hunter, switches sides in the final act, striking a deal with the Allies to secure his freedom in exchange for aiding their mission. Landa's betrayal of the German cause is driven entirely by self-interest, showcasing his opportunistic nature. What makes this betrayal fascinating is Landa's lack of loyalty to anything but his own survival, making him a villain who thrives on manipulation and deception. Moune. In the musical Once on This Island, Moune's tragic betrayal by the Bosholmes family highlights the brutal realities of class and race. Moune sacrifices everything to save her love, Daniel, only to be cast aside when he chooses to marry someone of his own class. Her heartbreak and ultimate death serve as a poignant critique of societal divisions, making this betrayal both personal and symbolic. Moune's story is a reminder of the devastating consequences of blind devotion. Caesar. Et Brute. Julius Caesar's assassination in Shakespeare's play is one of literature's most iconic betrayals. Caesar's closest ally, Brutus, joins the conspiracy to murder him, believing it to be for the greater good of Rome. This act of betrayal is both political and deeply personal, as Caesar's trust in Brutus is shattered in his final moments. The betrayal raises timeless questions about loyalty, power, and the cost of ambition, cementing its place in history and fiction alike. Saruman. In Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring is built on trust and unity, but betrayal lurks within. Saruman, once a trusted ally of Gandalf, turns to the dark side, allying with Sauron to gain power. His betrayal of Middle-earth is a chilling reminder that even the wise can fall. Saruman's descent into treachery adds depth to the story, showing how the lust for power can corrupt even the noblest intentions.